The more degrees or the more diplomas you have, the better. You know, if you do the postgraduate, it's fantastic to have a postgraduate diploma.
Yeah.
But the more certificates, the more diplomas, the more degrees you have, the more it's easier for you when you look for a job. It's a big competition out there. Huh? There's a lot of young people that really want to have a career, and the more you have, the more languages you know, the more degrees you have, the more certificates, just gives you to another level and makes you different from everybody else. And having a master's just shows that you're all-rounded, that you understand the business side of things, and that you can be a strong leader and a strong manager. So the master's challenges you a bit and makes you think in different branches, but it gives you that education and that experience that you need. But that's why we require an internship. You know, that's why if you want to do the MIB, if you've never worked in a hotel, if you've never had a hospitality related work, you need to do an internship of 6 months. It becomes mandatory. Yeah, especially like I said before, in hotel you need to have worked, because you cannot become a good manager if you've never worked in the hotel.
Yeah, you have to know it.
Exactly, you know, and it's one thing reading about it in the book. It's another thing talking to the guests, working with people. It is very different, so that's why you have to have the experience. It's funny, you know, because usually the term one, the students tend to be very shy, you know, because the first time they leave home, the first time they're alone without their parents, it's different country, different weather, so it's natural that the students stick in groups. You know, you have the Russian students and the Swedish students and the Taiwanese, they tend to be in groups. It's natural the first term. What we do in the classrooms is we try to mix the classrooms. So there's, in one class, maybe 10, 15 different nationalities. Just so that the students become comfortable with other cultures, other traditions, other languages. So after term one, the students change. You know, they talk to anybody, they talk to the classes, they feel more comfortable and more confident. It comes naturally, you know. I think for a lot of students too, the fact that it's the first time studying in English, and that's for any student. You know, they come here and it's the first time they have to read a book in English and write in English and talk in English. But after a couple of weeks that comes naturally. Because here in school, in the classroom, students are only allowed to talk in English. You know, so it's a philosophy that we have here. We have a very supportive team, I think, at the school. You know, it's very supportive, so we help all the students, anybody that needs help. But it's important that the students tell us if they need help. You know, if they're uncomfortable or if they find the course difficult, if they tell us, we will help them. Because in class, even when I was teaching, you can see if there's one student quiet in a corner. You can see that sometimes, you know, and then we are very much to, is everything okay, how's it going? You know, we are very proactive in that way too, because we know it's hard for all of the students. So I do think we look after them, all of the teachers. It's a relatively small school. You know, we have 3 buildings, Academic Center and Hotel Europe and Miramonte, you know, where the BBA and the Term 5 students are. So it's you know, we can all see each other all the time. We meet each other for lunch and in the corridor, so you can kind of see if students are okay or not okay. So I do think we're proactive as well when dealing with certain students.